Did you know in Daredevil, the fight between Bullseye and Elektra ends with him piercing her chest with her blade, but it only shows the blade pushing the back out of her outfit instead of seeing the actual blade. This is a nod to the comics that Marvel couldn't show a blade piercing a body and still get approved. So they showed the blade pushing through the back of the outfit as their way to prove that she had indeed been pierced all the way through. Did you know in Daredevil, there's a key difference in the incident that causes Matt to go blind. In the movie, he runs through an industrial section where the forklift damages the toxic waste container that burns his eyes. In the comics, he actually saves a blind man from being hit by a passing truck, but a radioactive isotope falls out of the truck and hits Matt in the face. Did you know in 500 Days of Summer, the girl referred to at the beginning of the film, Jenny Beckman, was a real girl who dumped one of the screenwriters, Scott Neustadter? Summer is based on this girl, and the script of the movie on their relationship. The movie also appears to have been influenced by the 2016 British romantic comedy Starter for 10. Both films revolve around a young man trying to find love in all the wrong places. The Smiths song, Please Please Please, Let Me Get What I Want, appears in both films. And both protagonists are trying to hook up with a girl with an ex named Charlie, who was in a band. Scott Neustadter is a British screenwriter, so this influence is no surprise, but did you know in Doctor Strange, there's a Ms. America reference in this movie? While driving his car, Doctor Strange learns about a 22-year-old woman with schizophrenia with an electronic implant in her brain struck by lightning. He got distracted looking at the X-ray and got into a car crash. It turns out, this was a reference to the superhero Madeline Joyce, also known as Ms. America, who awakened her latent superpowers after lightning struck an experimental electrical device her uncle was testing. In recent comics, Ms. America is now known as America Chavez, the second Marvel character to use the moniker Ms. America, after Madeline Joyce. But did you know in X-Men: The Last Stand, the first superhero post-credit scene was featured? In the scene, it's revealed that Professor X survived his apparent death by transferring his mind into a vegetative body in Moira's lab, a plot hole that was missed by most. 2 years following, with all the buzz created by Iron Man's post-credit scene, ensured that all Marvel films would then include a post-credit scene to build up anticipation for the next films. Did you know in Dune, much of the desert scenes on the desert world of Iraqis were shot in Jordan and Abu Dhabi in the Middle East? The producers wanted it to be a place that was scary, the kind of desert where if you're stranded there, it's death for sure. They needed it to have a violence to it. So they looked at amazing deserts in Chile, Iran, Chad, Yemen, and Libya. But these countries are very difficult to access for film production. So they ended up selecting the deserts of Wadi Rum and Wadi Araba in Jordan, and the desert in Abu Dhabi. Did you know in The Usual Suspects, the now iconic lineup scene, where everyone tries to hold in their laughter, was all the actors genuinely laughing? It was intended to be a serious scene, but the actors couldn't hold it together because apparently Benicio del Toro couldn't stop farting during takes. Kevin Pollak estimated that del Toro farted about 12 times in a row, which is why none of the actors could hold it together. But did you know in The Lost City, there's a scene where Sandra Bullock has to pull off leeches from Channing Tatum's naked body? Sandra mentions that she was expecting things to be much more awkward, but Channing was so chill that everyone seemed relaxed. Channing, on the other hand, had to shoot the scene 50 times because he couldn't help but laugh during one of his lines. It was only the second day of filming, and he joked about how they were really going to get to know each other once this was done and over with.